Hello everyone, welcome to more Endwalker. Survey the area but take nothing out of the ordinary. We are finishing up the last couple of ether current quests in this area so that we can fly in Thevnair. And once we're able to fly, we'll be able to then head back to Radzithan. And it seems like we're going to get the Aetheryte at this point as when we go back. So, it's another terminus. Also, these things are level 88, and so they hit hard, considering that I currently have level freaking 84 gear. Like, that's the only, like, that's sort of the biggest issue, is that even though the, like, the area itself is only like level 85. The quest sinks to level 88. But I don't actually have level 88 gear, so... Zakon, thank the gods. I would have surely died without your help. What are you doing out here? Also, the purple is still here, oddly enough. I see. The Radiant Host looks over us yet. For that I am grateful. Well, suppose if I follow the path you took to get here, I should be safe on my way back. You didn't leave anything alive, did you? Just the normal stuff. No beasts, at least. None of these terminus, anyway. Just the normal, you know, the Gusaianas and the Gusaya. Yeah. You see a strange statuette lying on the ground, depicting a woman wearing a beastly mask. It may be best to collect it. The Manusia statuette. Gusayas. I suspect that all of these are, I want to say, this is going to sound terrible, but I'm assuming these are, like, African, like, religious, like, you know, stuff. I don't know which of the African religions. I don't really know any of the African religions. So, welcome back. I've heard all about your noble deed. Allow me to thank you for protecting those we cannot. I'll add my thanks to hers. If not for you, I'd be nothing but food for the beasts. You've more than earned a reward for your time. Speak with me again at Palaka's tent, and I'll ensure you get it. Sure, but let me head off to the temple first. Let me head off to Agama Temple first, and then we can just, like, teleport back. So. Ufiti! But yeah, I mean, being somebody who has always grown up in America, like, I'm not the most familiar with really any religions outside of, you know, the host of things that are here in, you know, that are prominent here in America, I should say. 'Cause I think just about every religion is here in America. That's one of the good things about America, you know. Who are you? Are you here to save me? Of course, I knew she wouldn't forget about us. The beast prowled the area for some time. I managed to find refuge among these rocks. However, I've been too frightened to set foot from their shelter for fear of drawing the attention of some hungry animal. But with you here, I believe I can find the courage. Will you accompany me to Palaka's stand? Thank you. Now, let us tread carefully. Escort the unfortunate straggler safely to Palaka's stand. Alrighty. So is he following me, or am I... Okay, yes, he's following me. Cool. I wasn't sure if, like, I was following him, or if he was following me. Oh. What? One of them just de-aggroed. Okay. One of the mobs just freaking de-aggroed. That was hilarious. I am glad that I did this first. Something doesn't want us here. We're fine. Nothing's attacking us right now. We're fine. There's a fate nearby, apparently. Did the quest bug out because... I mean, maybe that's the only group that's supposed to attack you. It's just hilarious. Like, the one group attacks me, and, like, the one guy de-aggroes. That was funny. We are here. You are safe. I don't know how to thank you. You saved my life. Don't, what's the term? Don't mention it. Please tell that brave woman from the Radiant Host I've arrived safe and sound. I must think of a way to repay your bravery. So they were both girls, okay. Don't think I did a female voice for the other one. Nope. There she is. The work ahead of us is vast, and any lives we can save are precious indeed. All I came across in my patrol was discarded belongings and scattered luggage. Did you find anything else of note? A statuette and a dude. I recognize this figure. Doubtless you are curious as to what it depicts. There's a legend that tells of a Manusia goddess who sought the strength of the Murga, wrestling her own head from her body and replacing it with the bestial pate of the Murga. In pursuit of wisdom, did a Murga do the same, replacing his own head with that of a Manusia. Thus were born divine beings gifted with both strength and wisdom, heralding an age of untold peace. One of the refugees must have dropped us in their flight. The figure is a reminder the most insurmountable hardships can be overcome by looking beyond the bounds of tribe for help. Figure so fine was likely beloved by its owner. I shall do what I can to see it return to them. Thank you for your help today, traveler. Sadly, I suspect that the owner is no more. Because I don't think they would just leave something like that around. So, oh, I don't actually need to repair any of my gear. Okay. I don't quite understand, like, what does durability damage and what doesn't. I watched your arrival. I recognized that man from the group I was with, and I'm overjoyed to see him safe. Thank you for escorting him here. Truly you are worthy of the reputation you've earned. I dare say even a Gamma would be awed by your bravery. He was a storied mendicant of the Arca Sodera. When the Hures landed ashore this island and war broke out, he spared no effort to save the lives of all who were injured in the conflict. He saw no tribes, only those in need. He is not so different from you, who throws yourself into the maw of danger to save someone they'd never met. If a common spirit lives on today, it is through your selfless deeds. Take this as a reward, although I have no doubt you would deny it if I let you. Once my watch is ended, I shall patrol the woods in search of any more hiding amongst the trees. Hey! Thavnair Ether Current Attunement completed. Awesome. So, there are a couple of places still to go. For example, behind this mountain, or perhaps on top of it, I'm not sure which. It looks like it might be on top. There is the Burning Fields. I guess it is on the other side of the mountain. It really felt like it must be on top because it's freaking right there. But I guess somewhere around here there's a way over there. So, I don't know where. Ah! I see. Yep, there's a giant hole here. The Burning Field. Ah, okay. This is the sky, stone, and sea or whatever area, basically. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. That's why that is a, like, flight required area. The other one is over here by Night's Watch in Garlemald. So we will fly our way in this direction. And then after that, we should have the whole of the map discovered. So that's exciting. Night's Watch. And it did not give me an achievement for discovering everything. Oh, right. Because of Jabal over here. Problem is, I can't even, like, zoom in to see it better. And, like, try to pronounce it. Because the font stays the same size. So, I'm assuming it's this over here. Since I don't think I've ever been to anything that was like in the middle of the ocean here. It's like it's something, some kind of like a sunken temple area. So, it is the Sunken Temple from World of Warcraft, yes? There it is. I assume that there's something here, maybe a dungeon or something. That's like, oh, this is a level, 80 or level 90 dungeon, right? Janan Mandapa. So, we will probably see that when we get to that point. But for now, let's head back to Palaka's stand. And then we will fly our way on up to Rodzithan. Or rather to this spot up here. The Wakeful Torek or whatever it's called. Torana. Wakeful Torana. I knew it was something like that. Ilfano told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Also, it took you like forever to get here. What the heck? Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. It would seem you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Sevnea. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Tancred now a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city on Alzadal's path. Come. Alzadal instead of Ajdaha. It's Alzadal. Granted, I don't even know if Ajdaha is correct. I just know Ajdaha from Genshin. So, apparently this place is congested. Okay. Apparently Rodzithan is having some congestion. So there's currently instances. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. It's good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. I'm pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled. The citizens are safe for now. I've also heard from the Radiant Host that an important proclamation will be made in the city square. Though they said no more than that. Do you have any idea what this is about? Vertra. So, Vertra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To Magaduta then. But before that, it would appear that word of the assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we best enlighten them. Sounds like a plan. Is this sending me off towards the Aetheryte so that I can attune to it, perhaps? I mean, it's sending me in that direction, so I might as well stop at the Aetheryte for a second. It might be after this quest? Nope, it's after this quest. Darn it! I was like, nice of them to, kind of direct you towards the Aetheryte to remind you to attune to it. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Are the beasts all gone? Been hiding in. I'm too scared to go out and look. Yes, in fact, there's a proclamation going on at Magaduta. Oh, that's relief. Thought one of the beasts was gonna eat me. Wonder where Varshan is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. Search for more people who missed the announcement. Leave me be, please, I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Wrong voice. Oh gods, what are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. Well, first off, you're not going to do great hiding behind a literal pole that is literally smaller than you. But also head to Margaduda. In the square, you say? But that's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost. Such terrible carnage. And you say there's someone else who would lead Razat in his stead? Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. It literally is the satrap. No worries. It is legitimately the satrap. You have nothing to fear. And we wait. And so everybody gathers.
Oi, 誰か出てきたぞ。
Oh, hey! It's Varshan.
皆さん、よくお集まりくださいました。今日はすべてのラザハンの民に大切な話があります。これより現れるものをどうか恐れないでほしい。決して皆さんを傷つけるものではないのです。
わかった。こんな状況だ。今さら誰が出てこようが驚かねえよ。
ありがとう。
竜だわ。すっげ
ー！ Dragon!
ラザハンの皆よ、私はブリトラ。古よりこの島に住む竜だ。私を大主の盟友として知る者も少なくないだろう。そのことについて真実を今明かしたい。
受け入れてもらえるといいな。
Indeed, Graha. My hands were not near the mouse, so I tried to, have something there instead of just silence.
すると、あんたが建国以来の本当の大主様だったってことか。
He was the satrap all along.
バルジャンじゃなくて、ブリトラ様はやっぱり心眼で何でもお見通しなのか？
いいや、私はラザハンのすべての歴史を見てきたが、その未来まで見通せるわけではない。我らがサベニア島は今未曾有の最悪に脅かされている。皆は一律にして友愛する者を失い、私もまた民と良き理解者を失った。
Well, nobody's running in fear of him, so at least there's that.
アヒワンは本当に真摯な男だった。 ラザハンを愛し偽りなく大主であった。今日まで皆の前に姿を現すことさえできなかった私が彼ほどの信頼を得ることは難しいだろう。しかし私はラザハンをここで終わらせたくはない。あの市のにぎわいや行き交う人の活気、街の彩りはここに生きた者たちが時と世代を超えて塗り重ねてきたものだ。一人暗い洞窟で眠ってきた私にとってそれはとても奇妙で強烈で鮮やかな喜びだった。この最悪ですでに多くのものをなくしたが、君たちが生きている限り多彩なる都ラザハンは続くのだ。私にそれを、君たちを守らせてくれ。そして見通すことさえできないこの難局を乗り切るためにどうか皆の力を貸してほしい。
ブリトラ様、真実を話してくださってありがとうございました。
I like this outfit, by the way. I actually have it on my dancer.
きっと苦難を超えられます。人たるマヌジャの神々と獣たるムリガの神々が合わさって平和な時代が作られたように。
この光景をイゼルが見たならきっと喜んだことだろうね。
What I find funny is the fact that nobody's wearing the Thevnir Bolero, which is a like strapless outfit version. I think it's called something like, oh hi. What is the forum doing here?
大主殿はおられるか。
お父様、
皆こたびの最悪でお力落としのことと存じ上げる。しかしどうか気を強く持っていただきたい。
Exactly what is fortunate in the freaking
私はシャーレアンの哲学者議会を代表し、ラ
forum
ザハン
doing
の人
here.
々を救う術を提示しに来たのだ。下級の事態にて予告もなく申し訳ない。だが一刻も早く大主殿に取り次いではいただけないだろうか。
Satop's right there, dude.
今は私が大主だ。要件を聞かせてもらおう。
これはとんだご無礼。では改めて貴殿にこの終末と呼ばれる最悪についてお伝えいたしましょう。
Alright.
終末は星のすべてを蝕む病のようなもの。不幸にもサベネア島の周辺が最初の事例となり、今後被害は世界全土へと拡大していくでしょう。哲学者議会は遡ること数百年前、この最悪についての予言を聞いた。以来、終末が全てを飲み込む日に備え、この星から脱出する計画を進めてきたのです。
星からの脱出だと？そんな馬鹿げたこと。
決して夢物語などではない。エオルゼアにおける第七霊祭を機に赤き月とされていたダラガブが古代アラグ文明の遺産だと知った方も多いはず。 なれば白き月はあれこそが我々の同胞によって築かれた切り札。我々や貴殿らを終末から救い出す天行く船なのです。シャーレアンは船を独占したりはしない。世界中の人々を可能な限り救いたいと考えています。かねてより親交が深いラザハンの皆様もしかり、急場につきいくらか例外の対応は必要になりましょうが、必ずや月へお送りいたしましょう。
うん。
哲学者議会との付き合いは短くない。君たちが断言するのだからよまいごとではないのだろう。しかしその選択、本当に分があるのか。我が父に最後に残った希望と言わしめたこの星を捨て、皆の未来を築ける算段が。
それをご説明するためにこうして私が参ったのです。答えられる疑問には全てお答えしましょう。もっとも
Oh boy.
民のためを思うのであれば迷っておられる時間はないかと存じますが。
彼らをメーガドゥータ級へ客人として丁重に案内してほしい。
At once.
大丈夫。君たちが望む道を選べるような決断をしよう。私とアヒワンが信頼を寄せる者たちによれば、獣への変化を引き起こすのは不安や絶望といった心らしい。だからどうか案じずに、できることなら普段通りに過ごしながら連絡を待ってほしい。
分かったよ。頑張ってね、ブリトラ様。
Whoop. Something just disconnected on my computer. I don't know what. Wasn't my microphone this time. My microphone disconnected without any fanfare
よかっ
earlier.
た、まだいてくれて。
ニッターナ、どうしたの？
まさかまたパーラカの里が。そうじゃなくて、ちょっと思いついたことがあって確かめに来たの。人が獣に転じるとき、エーテルが消失する。ならあの獣はなんで活動できているのかって考えてたんだ。単純に考えればエーテルに代わる活力があるはず。その時ふとね、最近君たちとエーテルとは異なる力の話をしたなって思い出したんだ。
Alrighty.
ア
Kassa.
ーカーシャだったかしら。目には見えない天より降りし力、
Kassa.
思いが動かす力。
An energy influenced by emotion. Oh boy.
そう、負の感情によってアーカーシャが動かされ、人を獣に変えたりエーテルもなしに活動させてる。そんな可能性もあるんじゃないかって。
Interesting.
ねえ、まだあの花を持ってる？
Oh.
その花が周囲の人の思いによって動いたアーカーシャを捉え、それによって輝きを変えていたのだとしたら、存在が耐えきれないほどの強烈な力がここに渦巻いていたんじゃないかな。不安や恐怖、絶望を呼び水としてね。気をつけて。週末は
私たちの触れられる断りの外にある現象かもしれない。
Interesting.
脅かすみたいでよくなかったね。アーカー社については私も引き続き調べてみるよ。
Kassa.
前も言った通り、具体的な研究はされてこなかったから成果は期待できないかもしれないけど。
So the Akasa is what is creating these
こうして可能
things.
性に気づけただけでも十分な進歩よ。あなたも錬金術師たちも身の安全を最優先にね。
ありがとう。みんなこそくれぐれも気をつけて。次会う時もお互いに無事でね。
ね。Alright. So that's interesting. So the Akasa becomes negatively, like, corrupted. And that turns them into the beasts. As far as we have come, after all the horrors we have seen, there's still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be as Nidhana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? Radiant Host Soldier. At World's End, the Radiant Host Soldier has a message for the Scions. Greetings, honored Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Brave Scions, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here at Magaduta prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of my appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vritra. The feast he speaks of awaits you at Mered's Mayhane. Pray, make your way there whenever your business here is done. I thank you for your kindness indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems an ideal venue. And to you, Kassandra, there is someone we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. While I am loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Why not? We'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Thank you, friend. Whenever you are ready, please join me in the Aetheryte Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Does this mean I can attune to the Aetheryte now? Does he want me to go to the plaza? I was gonna say, what's the closest, like, Aetheryte to the plaza? The answer is all of them. Like, legitimately, if I just go this way, I will get to the plaza just as easily as any other Aetheryte, basically. So, as annoying as it is, like, I didn't mind when they did this in Yulmore, because you really didn't do much in Yulmore. But, like, come on! Let me attune to this thing already. Access to the Aetheryte you see there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency. A risk we could not take. I mean, are we not still in a time of emergency? In light of recent developments, however, the Satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the Aetheryte before proceeding along the corridor. Yay! Please attune to the Aetheryte before going anywhere else. We know you haven't been able to yet. Please, don't forget to do so. Yay! Can finally freaking come to Radz-at-Han. Freaking Radzethan at Radzethan. I love these. Like, I love these, like, it's the place at the place. You know? It's like Yulmore, Crystarium. You know, Kugane and Kugane. You know, I love those. It's great. Ah, you must be wondering what this place is. Stand in the hall of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees all of Radzethan's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Alright. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to... Oh, so you're the famous Kassandra Sevilla, eh? I knew at the moment you stepped through the door. You have the look of one who's walked through hell. Sir Robot, please, as being the Satrap's honored guest, and the savior of our people, can you not show a modicum of respect? What respect is there in paying your fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here, or will be soon enough. Although I think this is the guy, I got a little confused because he's using the same, like, poses and such as, oh, what was her name? The girl from Stormblood. More formally, then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it's a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, scion of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, an all-around good egg, I'm sure. This talk of eggs reminds me I'm late for dinner. Oh, a woman after my own heart. I like that. Don't you worry, I'll keep it short. There's just a thing or two we'd like you to remember. First of all, about the room you're standing in now. Radzethan welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? We've got representatives from Doma, Ulda and Alamigo, Limsa Laminsa, hey, Gridania, hey there, and last, but never let it be said the least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Radzethan and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And wouldn't you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. Fine, I guess, if I have to. I thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed, have given us much to consider. It's concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnair reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our Far Eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the Bounty, including this island and Corvos. Alas, That is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout Allied lands there have been reports of people transformed into hideous beasts. From what little we've learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Kalzal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here at Radzahan, we've taken to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. A fitting name as any. To ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Aye, each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies, and their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they are doing all in their power to put the people's mind at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible beasts are not easily found. Just so, and it is for that very reason that we turn to you. Pray, lend us your strength and help us to slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. I mean, I can only be in so many places at once. No, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. You should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. And with that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? Gained access to the role quest for Endwalker. Ooh! Separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. Okay, so in Shadowbringers, physical ranged and magical range, melee DPS and physical ranged were the same thing. They actually have them distinguished here. Don't take these quests because any of the delegates in Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. Awesome! I was wondering when we were going to get to that. I'm going freaking level 85 here, people! Like, come on. Pray, forgive Surabat her rudeness. Oh, it was a girl the whole time. What the heck? She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it's simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You'll be rejoining your comrades, yes? Do you know the way to the Mayhain? I have a terrible sense of direction. I know Radzahan like the back of my hand. I'm getting pretty familiar with it. Glad to hear you're becoming familiar with our fair city. I'll be pleased to hear that all drinks are on the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of the Radiant Host, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Radzahan in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honor Erwin's legacy and serve Master Vitra well. You have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. So, Ishgard is the one for magic, huh? Interesting. Alright. I mean, I'm assuming I have to do at least one of these, in Shadowbringers in order to get to the level 90 stuff. You had to do at least one of these, so. And this Guardian Delegate seeks a battle mage with courage unwavering. Ah, my lady Kassandra, I have awaited your coming. Phenomenon wherein men turn into beasts. Pains me to say that Ishgard has not been spared. A dread blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See, and to compound the people's horror, the beast resembles a dragon. It is imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and to that end we have begun assembling a hunting party. Given that fear and despair may turn our allies against us, we are being stringent in who we choose for this duty. That while we have confidence in the quality of our knights, the mission would greatly benefit from the presence of a battle mage, one who can stand unflinching in the face of our fell quarry. It would be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits that description better than you. Will you not lend us your strength and skill? Of course. You can count on me. You are in your debt. Just a moment while I relay the glad tidings to command. Now, I don't know, like, how much of this is currently available. Being level 88, I'm assuming, like, the first 2 quests, and then there's probably a level 91, so I wouldn't be able to do it, like, all in one go. I might hold off a little bit on doing this until later, but I will at least pick it up for now. To Sild, upon arriving in Ishgard, please take yourself to the Aetheryte Plaza. Lord Autorial will be there to receive you. May the Fury speed your way. Cool. Well, now I have reason to get other classes to 90. So, because I now have multiple things to work towards. So, let's see. Marides Mayhane. If the Shadowbringers role quests are any indication, these are going to be really good. So, because the Shadowbringers ones were ridiculously good. Like, oh my gosh. Welcome. When the satrap asked to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kalzol from your friend Grahatia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. As a small token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Meride's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? Hot piping mug of chai, a glass of your finest local spirits. Water! Just water. Glass of your local spirits, why not? As you wish, pray, join your friends and I'll bring you your drink. I feel like the main character has, like, never been a drinker. So, welcome back. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant Host want with you, pray tell? Just, unlocking Endwalker role quests. Our allies have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details? Like I said, just the Endwalker role quests. Nothing major. No worries. Just, terrible giant blasphemies.
父が説明していた通り、これから被害が拡大していくのかもしれないね。アーモロートで知った過去の週末もそうだった。
That said, I might wait until I hit level 90. If the Shadowbringers quests are any indication, the role quests really worked best when you did them all in one go, as opposed to just when they unlocked. So I might do that, but I'm not sure.
あれに習うなら範囲の広がりに加えて現象がさらに悪化する可能性もあるんじゃないか。人が異形に転じるってだけでも悪夢だが、変化が多くの動植物や大地そのものに及べば、さすがに居続けるのは難しくなる。
いよいよ住めない星になるってわけか。
ご注文の品をお持ちしました。
Hey, she has a voice. Ew, it has ice in it.
こんな状況ですけど、ごゆっくり。私たちどうするべきなのかしら。
Back to Charlene.
週末を目の当たりにして闇雲に戦うだけじゃダメだって思い知ったわ。
I mean, clearly Charlene knows something, so we should at
どう
least
にか
try
して根
there.
本的な解決をしないと、その場しのぎのやり方じゃすぐに限界が来る。被害が拡大していくならなおさらね。何かないのかしら。
鍵を持っているとしたら、過去の終末を知り、ゾディアークを保持することで終末を防いでいたハイデリンなのでしょうけれど。
I mean, it was Zodiark that first stole the final days, but it was Heidelin that sealed Zodiark.
バブイルの塔の一件以来、彼女からの接触はなし。できないのかしないのかさえ伺い知れないわ。
It is curious that we've heard nothing
し
from
るべと
her,
して託された花も消えてなくなってしまった。
considering that she shouldn't be using her power anymore to keep Zodiark sealed. I mean, some of her power might still be, because I gotta imagine that there's still like bits of Zodiark in like the other reflections still. Opus. Opus. Do we know anything about Opus?
確かに月の監視者はそう言っていたわね。エルピス。私には心当たりがない言葉だわ。
残念ながら私もだ。我々の時代にはと言っていたということは、古代人たちの言葉だということになるのかな。
Do we know
そうでし
anything
ょう
about
ね。
Opus?
ただ、アニトラスの記録を閲覧していた時にも聞いた覚えはないわ。
じゃあこの線で追うのも無理ってこと？古代人の生きた時代のことなんて聞ける人もいないし。
いや、一人だけいるかもしれない。
Alive, but not exactly dead. The Ancients of Amarat?
エリディブスだ。
Lidibus? What?
俺は白成績に変えて第一のクリスタルタワーに彼を封じ込めた。あの塔に込められたエーテル
I
は
see.
機能の維持なんかに使われ、少しずつ正解に返ってる。だから彼の魂ももうそこにはいないかもしれない。でももしまだとどまっているとしたら、話せる可能性もあるんじゃないか。
Back to the first?
俺たちはもうそれを確かめにはいけない。
Worth a try. It would be an opportunity to look in on the others as well.
ありがとう。あんたがそうしてくれるなら何より安心だ。俺としても願ったり叶ったりだ。少なくとも今は第一世界が無事であること、それが分かれば踏ん張りがいもあるからな。そこで糸口がつかめるか否か、どうあれ俺たちが
That is a good question, actually. Because, like, we're dealing with this, the final days here. like, are the reflections dealing with it as well?
ウリエンジェが月にいる。あいつは本当にそれしか道がないと判断したら最善を尽くして地上の命を引き上げるだろう。
Yeah, Oriandre's up on the moon, which leaves me a healer down.
だったら
Can't take him into duties.
その瞬間までうつむくに抗うだけだわ。
I mean, the next duty is probably not till level 87 anyway, but...
こちらに残る方もやれることをやりましょう。私はマトウヤにもう一度連絡を取って正解からハイデリンに接触できないか試みてみるわ。
であれば私は各国と協力して週末の正確な状況を把握できるようにしよ
う。その情報をこっちに回せ。一時しのぎだろうが倒せる獣は倒しておく。
不安や恐怖、それに絶望。どれだけ遠ざけようとしてもそういう気持ちは湧き出してくるだろう。けれど忘れないでいてほしい。ここにいる仲間がどこかで戦い続けている。私たちは決して一人にはならない。
ひとときの休息は過ぎ去り、ついにその時が来る。さあ、すべてを明かしに行くがいい。終わりをめぐる始まりの地へ。
Alright. The next revelation, huh? Wonder what it is. Well then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Are we good out here? In that case, it's time we each attend to our tasks. When you arrive on the first, give my regards to Rhine. Tell her I miss her. Oh, higher. Nice. Higher, oh, higher. Hey, ironwood weapons. Or ironwood equipment, rather. This is the level 86 stuff. Rahatia is something he wishes to give you. Take this, Kassandra, my spirit vessel. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus' essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lina for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ascensor Gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest. That I am happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Alright. Well, that seems like a really good spot to end it at. We will be heading off to the first in the next. I definitely had not expected that. So, like, I really had not expected to go off to the first again. So, that's really cool. Yeah, Shrouded in Peril, Storm Clouds Brewing, Seeds of Disquiet, and Far From Free are the other role quests. But yeah, I guess I don't really have much else to say. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. You can check the video description down below. There's a link to the playlist. That way you can catch up on any episodes you might have missed, or you know, just use the end card, I suppose. Also, feel free to check out both Discord and Patreon. It does help support the channel, and also you can come hang out with us, chat and whatnot. So, and with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.